Not a really good day here on, I guess this is my fourth day. This is Blackout. Got some really upsetting news today. Unfortunately, my cousin, who was very close to my own age, passed away. And it was kind of shocking news, to have somebody, somebody from your generation, somebody so young, somebody so close to you, go like that. And obviously, you can imagine that is that's everything right now. That is what's encompassing everything in my day right now. But it's not that it doesn't have any consequences. It's not that it doesn't have any connection to what I'm trying to do, what I'm doing with this experiment, for a number of reasons. The first off, and I just thought this was so intriguing, so interesting, in such tragedy and such bad news. There was this one line, this one sentence that my mom said. My mom is the one who gave me the news. She said she called Stella, to tell her, because I was on my way to work. And she said that she wanted me to hear it from the voice of someone, that cared about me. She wanted someone to tell me the news. She didn't want it to be some sort of situation where I found out on Facebook. And I just, that's where we are in this world, is, without those connections, we're getting everything positive, everything negative, the good news and the bad news from the internet. And my mom cared too much to let me find out that way. Obviously, I probably wouldn't have, because I'm not online. I'm doing Blackout, but obviously that wasn't the first thing on Mom's brain. And so I did get the news, and obviously here we are. Here I am, getting ready to, unfortunately, travel from luxurious, scenic Tampa, Florida, up to the Garden State, Bruce Springsteen country, New Jersey, which is where my family's from, and where whatever services we're going to do, or whatever happens in my family, that's where it's going to be. So the rest of Blackout, and no, I'm not stopping. I'm going to, this is real life, this is happening, and I'm going to make it a part of this experience. And it's going to be a part of this movie. Because, if there's anything that cinema is about, especially documentary filmmaking, it is dealing with real life. What's going on. The other part, the other half of the equation of dealing with tragedy, of dealing with loss in our world, and especially in mine specifically with what I'm doing with this project, is you hear this bad news, and a couple of things instantly. They don't mind the sirens, because my town is apparently burning down. But you get bad news, and instinctively a few things come to mind. First is, you worry about the ones you love. Obviously, I care deeply for my cousin, even if we weren't, that close. But I care deeply for the people around him, his parents. And my mom is specifically really taking it hard, because it is someone my age. And, she thinks about losing hers. And so I'm spending a lot of time being there for her. And then my grandmother, who is up in the thick of it, up in New Jersey, is in her own state of just, grief and upsetness. And she's going through a lot of stages of grief. And so my mom is dealing with her. I'm basically dealing with both of them, and not really anything to do with myself. That's the role that I play when when something goes down. Is I'm Superman. I'm the protector. Anybody out there who knows me knows that that's what I do. I try and fix everybody, or try and make things better for everybody. I create happiness. That's what Disney tells me anyway. So what do I do? What do I do for me? And with Blackout going on, when it came time to think about that, what do I do for me? Where do I get my support from? Because I'm not changing any of the rules of Blackout. I'm not going to go online. Most of you will be hearing this news, for the first time in this film. And on one hand, I do apologize, if you take that the wrong way. But I don't know who to contact. I don't know what to do. Because I know if I put this on Facebook right now, so many people who love me, so many people who care about me would send their well wishes, like almost immediately. But I'm not in Facebook. I'm not in the Matrix right now. I'm in the real world. And I don't know where to get my love from. People can drop their jelly donut. People can take 5 minutes from work and go online and tell you how much they love you. It's not always so simple in the real world. And it makes me feel very alone. Like I hear scuttlebutt from, my peeps of how much they're interacting, how much fun they're having on the internet, talking to each other. Even though these are the same people who tell me that they love what I'm doing, they're proud of me, and they're inspired, they're still getting all of that attention from one another. And I'm not. And that's been a rough part of this experiment, is really going, I'm going cold turkey without the internet, without the news, without media. And that's one thing, I'm handling that, but I'm kind of going cold turkey on a lot of social activity. And just because you're doing the right thing, and you're trying to live, and not just put on a facsimile of living, that doesn't mean it automatically, let's all get together. Oh my God, Rabbi Nick has bad news, and people are rushing, knocking down my door because it's not happening. I know it would be happening on Facebook. So I feel very alone, and I don't let the people close to me see that because I'm so busy taking care of them. There is no time for me, and that's really the way it's been my whole life. I'm 32. And anytime tragedy has struck, I've always been, the strong one, especially after my father died. I had to be that role for my mom. And that's how the role I play with my friends. And that's the way people I love, like, Stella, the minorest thing. And forgive me if I'm not using proper words. I'm not in the best of vlogging mode. But something minor goes wrong in her life, and I will drop anything to do that, to fix it. But what do I do for me? How do I find what I need? I don't really know. So, I hope you're all out there. I hope somebody's watching this. Hope they're doing well. I'm going to be fine. I'm probably one of the toughest people you'll ever meet. If you're still interested in this project, you're still interested in me, Rabbi Nick Reefer from rabbinick.com, Facebook/RabbiNick. Keep up with Blackout. Especially now it's going to be a traveling road show. And we're taking Blackout on the road. So I assume that's only going to make life infinitely more interesting. So I'll be here, you be there, we be. Got it? Take care.